The courtroom that's really unlike any you'll ever see or want to see ever again.
Yeah.
Until next year.
How many of you were here last year? How many of you, this is your first cartoon court experience? All right, so effectively this is going to be just like going to jury duty. Yay! You all are the jury. You're going to help us out with all of our cases. We're going to have a set of lawyers on this side. We're going to have a set of lawyers on this side. We will have our judge right here in the middle. Now, throughout this panel, as you guys probably have figured out over this weekend, or as long as you've known us, we like to improvise. So we have a little bit set up for this panel, but outside of that, we may be going to folks in the audience to represent certain characters. Does that sound fun to you guys? Yeah. All right. Well, since you like the idea, how about we get Cartoon Court started?
Court is in session.
Could you imagine if, like, the judge is like, make some noise before a case? That'd be pretty great. And now, I would like to welcome to the stage our bailiff for introductions.
And Toodles. Sarah!
Hello? Hi. Am I introducing everybody or just... Okay. All right. Esteemed members of the jury, please rise for our delightful judge that we have for you today, Mr. D.B. Party.
I knew it.
Looking regal as always, sir. And if we could also have our wonderful lawyers on the defense. Correct?
Sure.
And our prosecutor, Sabre Clark and Silverquill.
Where's Saul Goodman?
At least some of us decided to wear suits today.
Oh, shit.
I lost my last case. I had to sell my suit. Can we be seated? Okay. Wait, actually, before we do, are there any cosplayers in the audience? What do we got as far as cosplay goes? See, Sidechwy, Biker, Pirate Chwy, Rainbow Dash. Do any of you cosplayers want to join for our cases we're doing? It's a bit of an improv panel. We just throw together cases with cosplays like Rainbow Dash here. Rainbow Dash, come on up, actually. I believe we should be the defendants. You will be the prosecutors. And here's the case. Rainbow Dash is suing Zip for copyright infringement.
I knew it.
Identity theft.
Oh,
You will be with us. We'll be defending you, okay?
Here we go.
All right.
All right, we will now begin the case. Plaintiff, Rainbow Dash, against the defendant, Zip, for identity theft. Rainbow Dash, how do you plead?
Excuse me?
Rainbow Dash pleads aggrieved that someone would dare impinge upon their... Okay, yes. They are so distraught, you can see, by this intentional violation of their copyright, of their intellectual property, of their style, by this pony. That is how they plead. Aggrieved.
All right, is this our opening statements?
Defendant.
All right, my colleague Silverquill will take the opening salvo.
Indeed, I shall. For our client is pleading not guilty. If I'm reading Rainbow right, this is clearly... Rainbow is upset that there is now another high flyer whose daring does deeds of greatness and it feels a little threatened by the new blood. But I posit to everyone, can you copyright a rainbow?
No copyright law in the universe is gonna stop me.
Order! The plaintiff will be silent during the opening statements of the defendant. Please, continue.
For we will remind both this court and the people at large that a rainbow is a natural resource, and you cannot copyright natural resources.
Would you sue God for putting a rainbow in the Bible? That's what's happening, folks. They're trying to sue the Bible, and I won't stand for it.
What I would ask counsel to understand is that by their analogy, God came first and so did Rainbow Dash in this instance.
Yes, so did but I would...
And the only butterfly in the sky is on Fluttershy's flank.
And
So for your reading Rainbow, perhaps you should read your law better.
But my esteemed counsel forgets, first is the worst, second is the best. You do not say what happens to the third, but interesting that you bring up Fluttershy's butterfly. Would you then persecute Misty, whose only joy is to finally have a butterfly cutie mark? Would you punish every rainbow-themed pony in Equestria simply because one pony feels she can't handle the competition?
Depends. Are they no see?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
May I say something?
No. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Order!
Just like the candy machine outside my apartment complex. All right, if I may.
Floor goes to the defendant.
Thank you. Are you familiar with something called fair use? Mr. Lawyer? Mr. Benjamin Franklin?
Might have an idea.
Yeah? You want to know about the public domain?
Familiar with that too.
All right. Hey, I'm not too well versed in my pony lore, but how much time has gone by since that pony died? Any scholars in the audience?
Dead?
How long has it been
Something
since
here.
G4? Since G4 and G5.
At least 1,000 years.
1,000 years.
At least.
I think Rainbow Dash is in the public domain. And by that law, Zip is provided within the public domain as well. There is no course here, there's no trial, there's no case. It's crazy, people. Throw out this trial, it's a mistrial. Rest my case.
We would like to question Zip.
You have the floor.
You mean the defendant?
No, just that one.
Don't let him get to you. This guy likes rabbits.
He's just playing foxy with you.
Zephyrina, pony princess. May I call you Zip?
No, don't answer that.
Please let me call you Zip.
You can call her innocent.
But I won't. Zip, tell me about what you do on an average day in your life.
Avoiding princessly duties. Well,
What?
I'm not gonna lie in court.
Me neither.
Math equations.
You do
I
math?
only just recently learned how to fly, so I've been doing that a lot.
Recently learned how to fly.
Yes.
Is it true that you are helping teach other ponies to fly?
I was voluntold to teach other ponies to fly. Not something I want to do.
Oh, have you accepted said job, if you will?
Begrudgingly.
Begrudgingly.
Yes.
But you still accepted it.
Uh,
Are you out to create these flyers to be the best in Equestria?
no. I just want them to stop crashing.
You're not giving me anything up here.
Sounds like we have no
I'm
case.
very different.
However, is it not true that if you add up the letters in the alphabet that spell Zephyrina, they also add up to the ones that make Rainbow Dash? Try to do the math quick! Say it! Alright, that's
It
good!
starts with a Z.
Your Honor.
No further questions.
Being hostile to our client.
I was not.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't.
Shut up.
to agree. Please keep the tone fair.
Loser.
I will now give the floor over to the plaintiff.
Rainbow Dash, I have a quick question for you, if I may.
Okay.
You should be good at quick. You're a fast flyer after all.
I forgot to take my ADHD meds, so I might be distracted today.
That's okay, we'll work on it.
You're under the influence, huh?
Clearly not. Didn't take the meds. Like,
I'm
what do
sorry,
you-
my mom took them away.
She's a druggie.
You're claiming that Zip has infringed upon your personality, your style, your copyrightable essence.
Well, you see, there's lots of moves that I made before, and that she clearly ripped off.
Without giving you the proper credit.
Exactly.
Relevance? Like what?
The zipper rain boom? I mean, come on.
You
was
made that
pretty
up.
obvious.
Oh, I've seen it before.
Where's your proof?
I saw it on Reddit, alright?
Is opposing counsel familiar with the term deepfake?
I believe opposing counsel, by their own argument, acknowledged our client has been doing this for over 1,000 years. Your client, by extension, is deriving benefit from Rainbow Dash's pioneering flight.
Actually, that correction, we stated that Rainbow Dash has been dead for 1,000 years.
Yes.
And I gotta say, are you
that's
gonna
it.
sue everybody for being dead for more than 999 years?
Well, then why doesn't she try doing that too, alright?
Your Honor, I propose that opposing counsel is now threatening the life of my client. Will we let this brutality continue?
Bailiff, arrest them.
He's like, you know what?
I appreciate the lack of hesitancy on that. Your Honor, what is this? Jerry Springwolf?
Need a rap on the right
This is
now.
my courtroom. We will run it as an
Your Honor. Closing
manner
statements?
as we can.
Closing statements?
We shall.
You're the prosecutors, you go first.
Oh, that's first?
Yeah!
Thank you. Thank you. Your Honor, ponies of the jury. How we doing today, Everfree Northwest? Just helping them on cakes, all right?
They're tired, it's court.
Rainbow Dash set a path for so many others to follow. And even upon those 1,000 years, have we not seen anything like we've seen show up in what is now proclaimed as Generation Cinco? The bootleg of Generation 4. The copyright of a once great nation of Equestria. Which is why we are suing, and you should agree with us.
Wait, can't we all just be friends?
Continue your closing statement.
So with that, we ask you, please, protect Rainbow Dash in this egregious form of copyright infringement. Thank you.
Defendant, you will now have your closing statement.
Yes, Rainbow Dash blazed a trail. But would you put a toll booth on that path for those to follow? Would you deny them the opportunity to blaze their own trail using her inspiration as a launching ground? Would you sue Rainbow Dash Airlines, which is actually in the G5 movie? Look it up. I don't see them in court. No, sir. What I see is a princess over here, not over here. I see a princess trying to avoid her duties. I see one trying to get...
loyalty.
I see one who wanted to get the dream walking powers, but thank God they didn't get it for that. I see a detective. I see a friend of a detective fan.
I don't know, they just dragged me into this.
Oh, coercion! I see coerced, I see fully willing. I see Paris, I see France.
I can see your underpants.
Ladies and gentlemen, most of all, I see an injustice. Copyright is meant to protect an intellectual creativity expression. It is not meant to tamp down the creativity of others. You can love Harry Potter, but you can also write your own magician school idea.
Are you sticking up for M.A. Larson right now?
Who is that?
You can enjoy one race and write about another. Nyeh. You can be creative and draw inspiration from those who come before you. They will not try to stop you, for they know that creativity is a fire that must be passed between generations. And a true high flyer would never want to squash the flame of a new spark. Yeah. Yeah, a saber spark. There we go. Yes.
There we go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to find our client innocent so that she may blaze a fresh trail into the future, not just in gratitude, but in honor of Rainbow Dash. Thank you.
Everybody in the audience, who's on the side of Rainbow Dash? Let's hear it.
I love you.
Everybody on the side of Zip. I see no close correlation with identity theft in relation to Zip.
Your Honor, can I say something?
No!
Nope, this is my courtroom.
They distracted me to do this on purpose.
Is not Rainbow Dash.
Yeah!
Case goes over to the defendant.
Can I see you guys down with these bad lawyers?
No.
I didn't do anything wrong.
Next case.
You want to pick out the next cosplay?
All right, are you guys having fun?
How does it feel to have justice in your moves? Isn't that great? I love it. It makes me feel intoxicated on power. What?
All right, so
Rainbow Dash, by the way, folks. Give up
Yes.
Rainbow Dash. Alrighty, let's do some justice in the house. I see Applejack back there. I see Rarity and Applejack. You want to do a divorce case with us too? Good. Applejack and Rarity, come on.
Divorce case.
It's a nasty, nasty divorce. I can't believe this. Wow, they're amazing cosplay. You having a good time? Who here loves the U.S. justice system? Who likes the equestrian justice system? With the U.S. justice system, you're like, yeah, I owe a ticket. So I was
who's going to be on your side?
Applejack, get over here.
Yay, best pony!
You're going to lose.
All right.
You should have faith in
Come what
us.
you all think. Here we go, okay? Rarity, Applejack are getting divorced, okay? This is the equestrian girls, Applejack and Rarity, so it'll make sense. Rarity here is trying to get possession of the Apple family farm. We're not going to stand for it. All right. Does that sound good to you all? All right.
We will begin with opening statements. Plaintiff.
Should we be suing? No, it's divorce. So who goes? Matt, who goes first?
This is your scenario. Who goes first?
No, we're going first.
We'll take it first if you want.
We're going
Who's on first?
What?
I don't know. Third base.
Who's on second?
All right, here we go.
Third is on first.
Your Honor, may I have the opening statement?
Opening statement goes to the defendant.
Well, I don't know about you. Being old Southern pony, well, we don't take too kindly to these shitty types taking away the hard-working farms of my earth brethren and sisters. Shut up! Craggy Southern words. I think it's wrong that not only you try to steal this pony's farm, but after you stole her heart too, and then threw it away. We won't stand for it, right?
Yeah, that's why we're sitting.
That's why we're So, we'll have to peel this farm out of her own cold, dead hooves. Apples. That's my question.
You guys, opening statement for the defendant's plaintiff. Opening statements.
Your Honor. Ponies of the jury. Your Honor. Looking good.
Let's keep the compliments to a minimum there, plaintiff.
Sorry. Divorce is a messy thing. It's a sad thing. Especially when there seems to be so much trust involved in a relationship. Trust and love, right? We hear about the stealing of a heart, but what about going against someone's honesty? Our client had no choice. No choice. After not only the years of trying to make things work out and discovering the true person behind that table and discovering the child labor ring at the Apple family farm, which they didn't just hear about. All she wants is for some peace, some loyalty, not necessarily Rainbow Dash. Just some honest living. Some true honest living. Some true honest living.
We're busy.
Okay. And that is why we're here today, to represent Rarity in this divorce case. Thank you.
Open the floor to questioning.
All right then, Miss Rarity, if that is your real name.
It is.
Okay. Damn, she shut me down already. Well, Miss Rarity,
Yes.
I have to ask something. Have you enjoyed an apple confectionery within the last few days?
I have, yes.
Was it self-made?
Yes.
Really?
Taught by my soon to no longer be love.
And was it as good? As
Relevance.
relevance. Relevance is hard work.
Overruled.
Yes, relevance
I want
is
to get this
effort.
explanation.
You learned from my client. You took her knowledge, now you claim it as your own? That's not very generous.
I cannot claim it as my own, for it was not as good since it was not made with the same love and passion, but more anger and heartbreak.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
I get it. I'd write a book about that for a dollar. But what about our client? What about her creation of apple confectionery? All the hard work she put in and the love, not just for you, but for our community. Are you willing to take that responsibility to make all those apple ciders, all those apple pies, harvest all those apples for the community?
I run a couple different fashion stores all across Equestria. You think I can't handle another business?
Even in the farmland?
Yes.
Where's the fashion in the farmland? Oh, let's count it out, shall we? Manhattan, Canterlot, Ponyville. Ooh!
Your Honor, I object. This guy has no means to talk about fashion.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? Okay. Let's keep it on track. All right. So I would say that you're in the 1% of Equestria, your stores?
As of right now.
As of right now, and probably always will be the 1%. What about our client? Does she have farms all over Equestria? No. She has the one important farm. Just the one. One. It's not even 1%. It's this one. It's just one. Just one farm. And you want to take it away. You want to take away her livelihood. Don't you?
First her parents and now the farm. I'm daring.
Objection.
Sustained.
Oh. Well, now I will turn it over to my colleague to talk about art with our defendant and her hard work to make a living from which you tried to benefit.
Before I do, let's see what these charlatans have to say. Go on, go on. Benjamin Franklin.
As the lead charlatan in this case, I'm happy to take the floor. Good afternoon, Miss Applejack.
Good afternoon.
Bailiff, can you stand between us? Just, I don't feel comfortable with him. Bailiff, please help us back off this.
Good to see you again. How you been? How's the kids? All right.
How's his breath and smell?
Okay.
Miss Applejack. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Oh, doing just fine. Thank you very much. Now, I want to touch on something that your counsel brought up. The Apple family farm. Now, it's my understanding that yes, there is just the one farm, correct?
Yep.
And that feeds all of Ponyville.
Yep.
All parts of Equestria, right?
Yep.
Apples,
Apples.
Zap apple jam,
Yes.
cider,
Yes.
in all quantities.
In a few quantities.
So it's a large farm.
Relevance.
It's a massive farm, isn't it?
Your Honor, where's he going with this?
A large farm with only a few people working hard.
Sustained, please. Continue a relevant line of questioning.
Absolutely. Well, counsel's point was that whereas Ms. Rarity here has multiple boutiques, they are, I would say, and I'll get to her in a moment, small by comparison to the scale of the Apple family farm. Now, you would agree, as the element of honesty, that you provide, or the farm provides, a lot of resources, correct?
I would say that has some truth to it, yes.
And your passion is apples, correct?
Yes.
Your cutie mark isn't in management, is it?
Your Honor, where is he going with this?
Overruled. The line of questioning is exact to the line of questioning you proposed.
So whether or not it's actually you owning or running the farm, you could still work there.
Objection, leading the witness.
I'm allowed to do that on cross. Double day.
Your Honor, it's not fair. He's an actual lawyer.
Sounds like someone should have went to law school.
Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul. That's all I got.
That'll get you a fair ways.
But not a fair trial, apparently.
Your Honor, you will let him speak to you like that, calling this trial not fair?
Your Honor, you're awesome and based.
As much as the compliments are appreciated, let's keep it down.
Ms. Rarity.
Yes.
Ms. Rarity, you committed time in your life between you and Applejack, correct?
Yes.
And you put, and your businesses, you put those on hold to devote that time, correct?
I did.
And because of that, would you say you've lost business opportunity?
I have lost business opportunity with not only Sapphire Shores, but I've lost business with many other pop stars throughout this because I was devoting my time to Applejack.
Objection. You're admitting the fact that you have employees.
Clients.
What's that Manhattan crew that everyone hired then?
How's that child labor ring going over in Apple Family Farm, At least we call them employees. Order! Sister! Sure!
I would caution opposing counsel to consider the case by foot via your tuchus.
Don't talk about my body parts like that.
How did it make you feel when you discovered that employment ring, shall we call it?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Applejack's employment standards. How did that make you feel when you discovered it?
I was devastated. I would never treat my dear sister Sweetie Belle like that. How would you dare treat Applejack like that?
And with that, Your Honor, with that, Your Honor, subject to closing argument.
My family one more time, I swear.
Keep your defendant in mind.
She's insulting our honor. Your Honor.
Please, plaintiff, your closing statement.
Absolutely.
Closing statement. I've had a chance to rip this one apart.
That outburst of anger and this sign.
That was passion. You would know, baby.
That outburst is exactly what led to this breakup. Rarity devoted years of her life, days of her life, her opportunity to grow her businesses. And based on what has been admitted to here in court today, there are some shady business practices going on at Sweet Apple Acres that have soured the business. It is our request that the court grant Sweet Apple Acres to Rarity's operation, care, maintenance, and ownership. Applejack can still work there, but it is because of this that we are looking for a sense of equity in this, to give back to Rarity that which she has lost in this process. And with that, we submit.
I have some questions for my client. May I? Applejack, tell me, what was it like when you and Rarity were at your wedding?
Well, I remember that day fondly. But you see, I work every single day of my life
You worked the morning of your
I
wedding.
worked the morning of our wedding.
And what was Rarity doing that morning?
I believe she was trying on a dress.
Wow. A dress. So you were in the fields toiling because this pony has not had a day off in, how old are you?
25.
25 years.
You can't just ask a pony her age.
What I'm trying to prove here is that I think I've made a very devastating discovery, okay? Applejack. The farm's been in your family for generations, correct?
Correct.
All right, and you were talking about, how successful the farm is and feeding the ponies of Equestria, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? Who here likes apple pies? Who here likes apple jam? Who here wants to live in a world where the 1% runs the apple farm? Nice try, Dole. All right. What I'm trying to prove here is this marriage was a facade. You destroyed her heart, and then you only married her for that sweet apple money. And now you're trying to divorce her and take the farm in the process. I'm not gonna stand for it, damn it. I'm not.
You're standing right now.
I'm standing up for justice.
Well, I am standing for it. I just think it's so stupid that this 1% bourgeoisie ivory tower Manhattan night with their cosmopolitan drinks could come into the 99% who work so hard for your apples, good sir. If you have a sense of justice, you will rule in the favor of the defendant. I will not be silent when I go into this good, dark, sweet night.
Your Honor, given that the counsel has been forcibly ejected from the courtroom, I would ask
And I want to get into the party McDonald's.
Given that he's been extricated from the courtroom, I would ask that his argument be stricken from the record, rendered null, and that we would proceed to judgment.
We will proceed to judgment. That was your closing statement.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, I must protest. I still have one more question for Miss Rarity.
I will permit it.
Thank you. Ms. Rarity, earlier you stated that you do not have employees.
Objection, Your Honor, misstates testimony.
I misunderstood the question. I do have employees, and I pay them very
Okay.
well, I might add. They've all gotten a raise just this month.
Can you name your employees?
Yes, of course, there's Sassy Saddles, and, yeah.
Sassy said. So the names Stark, Kragan, Blue, Bobbin, and Bleeding Heart mean nothing to you?
No, they mean so much to
Just
me.
like Applejack's
I
marriage?
We did just fine, thank you for asking. But, okay, so you knew Sassy
You
Saddles.
said you had one question.
Well, one question begets another.
Your Honor.
Shut up!
Let's keep this on track. Please get to your point.
All right, my point is that, first off, we just agreed on 4 employees, which is actually more than the Apple family has working their farm. Because you have a greater labor force that you conveniently forgot about. And yet you claim you need this farm, which is so big that your workforce could live on there several times over.
Got him.
The Apple family has many relatives they can employ, as they already seem to help out so much. And as for me forgetting about my employees, it was maybe
And their health benefits.
a minor slip-up because of how heartbroken I've been over this divorce. You think this is hard on me too?
Wait a second. Can we fix this?
Oh,
Can we fix this?
Yes, you can give us the farm.
If we may, there's one set of evidence I'd like to present to the court.
The gun.
The smoking gun.
There's evidence.
There's evidence of, I'll get to it. Trust me, you'll want to hear this.
I say you should let him.
We have a recording from a doctor. May I proceed?
Doctor Who?
Exactly!
If you have it,
Yes.
I will see it.
I am going to go
Rear it.
hit play on this. This is in regards to a recent medical check from Applejack. Hello, doctor. I am asking you on recording here because there is claim that Applejack's heart is in fact broken. Can you confirm or deny?
Well, yes, I am Dr. Van Applejohn D. That's my name. And I see here that her heart is in fact working because she is there alive. Right there.
Yeah, I must object to this supposed doctor's qualifications. Apparently he never received a degree in metaphor.
His name had doctor in front of it.
So does Dr. Dre.
Please, since we never had your closing statement, and make it quick.
Well, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we've heard a lot of crocodile tears from Miss Rarity. We've also heard a lot of dishonesty from Miss Rarity, forgetting her employees, undermining that she has 3 successful boutiques in 3 of the most populous and famous sites in Equestria, claiming she needs this farm for what?
Money.
To have, maybe, a struggling farm for money? I think not. I think perhaps this is more about spite. I think this is not about mending a broken heart, but breaking one further. For as we know in the topic of revenge, if they will not admit guilt, you must at least make them feel worse. And isn't that what this is really about? Just revenge, not justice, revenge! And we are not a court of revenge, we are a court of law. And the law will recognize the right of our defendant, our client, that she is entitled to her home, to her legacy, and to a future. Miss Rarity will be fine. She has her own business, she has her own income. She does not need this farm to survive, my client does. And perhaps we can all move on from the fact that Rarajack is actually one of my OTPs and I am just trial. That's rest.
Everybody out there, what do we think of Miss Rarity's arguments? I see. And what do we all think of our defendant here, Applejack? I'm inclined to agree with the heritage and the background of the Apple family. Rarity would not be suited to run this business with so much poured love. I will grant the defendant the victory here.
Let's give it up for Verity.
I got fiery there. I thought they were actually going to fight for a second.
The chair, the chair.
Are you guys all still having fun?
Yeah!
Love to hear it. So,
I was trying so hard to find that whole AI voice generator. Verity being like, I hate apples. I'm like, oh, you heard it here. Evidence. All right.
hey, we didn't even get a closing argument. I thought we did.
You all did that bad. 2, 4, 2.
I don't know, I got lawyer served, so you know. It was very strong. Better than sauce.
I think it was your little Rarajack thing.
Cosplay? See what we got?
All right. Any other cosplays out there? Let's see who we've got.
The hands are going down, they'll come up. What do we have? What do we have?
What cosplay are you there in the back with your hand up? Yeah. Raven? Okay, all right. I saw some other hands here. What other cosplays do we have?
I see a Luna.
Is there a Twilight in the audience by chance?
Oh wait, is that future Twilight?
It is.
Future Twilight, and then
Sideway? Oh yeah, that's right. Raven and Twilight fought in a death battle.
do we have a regular Twilight?
Right there!
So we have a Twilight and a future Twilight? Yeah. What do we do with that? Murder.
Let's see what else we got. Any other cosplays? Not saying we can't do it, but I'm trying to explore some more options. Cosplays with your hands up. We got over there in the corner. Okay, Derpy, behind you. Yes. You're also rare.
And we have Fluttershy with a hand up.
Fluttershy, and okay, if we have Fluttershy,
There's a chrysalis right here.
What's that?
There's a chrysalis right here.
Chrysalis, you're like, no, hang on. Here we go. Here, you gotta figure this out. Fluttershy, get up here. You, Fluttershy, get up here. Fluttershy, make this work. Versus, is there a brony in the audience? Alright, actually, if you can walk around on that side. Here. And then, let's do,
Right here, please.
no, we won't do brony, actually. Sorry, it's a PG panel. We got any other cosplayers? We got Pirate Try. Get the heck up here. Why not? We'll figure it out. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, we figured this out. We're professional. We're gamers. Clap harder. Harder! We should do like Little Shy versus Derpy or something.
Yeah!
What's the restraining order?
So we're 0 for 2 so far. How are you feeling about your chances?
No, to be fair, to make your chances better, you should probably defend Fluttershy or something, alright? Yeah.
What are you talking about?
How can Fluttershy lose, you know? We got this in the bag. Oh, I mean, come on, it's Fluttershy.
Well, future Twilight's seen the future.
Alright, well, what's the case? What's the case? Let's,
How about...
you went to the future and you killed Discord. Alright, you saw Discord as a problem that needed to be solved. You killed Discord, killed her husband. And is that any good?
Sounds dark.
Silver, well, you watch Twilight Party. What should we do?
We do have Future Twilight here. It is kind of dark. Not sure if it's that dark, but...
It's not that dark. It's
Oh, how about one of your animals poked out the eye of Twilight? You're soon to forget.
Done. That's it.
Done.
Cool. All right.
I love Silver Quill. We look to your wisdom. Okay, let's ignore him.
Shut up. No, what was yours? What was yours though? Do you have anything?
Oh, I don't know. Future Twilight knows angels out fate, and has been teasing our client with, I know something you don't know, I know something you don't know, I know something you don't know.
We'd be worried about that, but the eye.
The eye. Yeah.
We'll do the eye. All right.
You'll probably work in the Angel Bunny thing somehow.
Only in my fantasies of how it might end.
All right.
All right, we'll begin with opening statements. Please, plaintiff.
Wait, how about, are we the plaintiff? No, that's right. No,
yeah.
you're the plaintiff. Sorry, I don't know court.
Your Honor.
Thank you, counsel, for acknowledging our presence.
Your Honor. Ponies of the jury. Your Honor.
You're on.
Your Honor.
Colleagues of the jury.
Has anyone here ever had their eye poked?
Yes.
Has anyone here ever received justice for that eye poke? No. Received compensation for that eye poke? No. And isn't that one of the greatest injustices of society? Yeah. Look at our client here. Poor Twilight Sparkle loves to read with both eyes. An opportunity taken away by an animal. That's right. Boo! Come on, boo! An animal, but not just any animal. One in the care of Fluttershy, who, behind our backs, has not only been taking in animals, but training them to do stuff like this.
Conjecture. Stupid.
Look at the eye.
I can't, it's not there.
Exactly! And why isn't it there? Because Fluttershy has trained one of her animals, of which we'll get into here shortly. Which animal it was that took the eye of poor love-reading Twilight Sparkle.
Defendants.
Well, while we are certainly sympathetic to injury, we have to also acknowledge that this happened in Sweet Feather Sanctuary. It's a sanctuary for animals, both mythical and commonplace, where you have to keep an eye out. Oops, sorry. For the animal behavior.
Order! Please, continue.
I'll have a sandwich, thank you. You have to be cautious within a sanctuary. You cannot antagonize the beasts. You cannot be careless around them because they are animals.
Yes.
When you step onto the grounds of a sanctuary, you're assuming an amount of risk. A reasonable amount of risk that can result in injury. And unfortunately, you did not observe safety protocols on Sweet Feather Sanctuary. And as a result, well, unfortunately, it's hard to see the depth of this situation. What you don't know is you're only making me more powerful. And we posit that not only is this injury unfortunate, it is unfortunate, but it is not going to deny you your love of reading. It is not going to impede the quality of your life. You will be...
Says who?
We'll get to that over the course. Have some patience. Is counsel too scared? Is the counsel afraid to face?
Don't get too much closer, you might poke your eye out.
No. The accident is unfortunate, but there is a certain amount of personal responsibility involved. And while it may be painful, we will also argue that you can lead a full and happy life. And therefore, our client need not be held accountable.
Yeah!
Now, let's more applause for her head.
Please.
Twilight, I'd like to start with you, if I may. When you went to the sanctuary, what was your intent in going there?
I was going to go there to go and read to her lovely animals.
And which animals were you reading to on that particular fateful day?
It was the bunnies.
Yes!
Bunnies, you say? How exactly did a bunny do this?
Well, I was digging to them. And unfortunately, one of them, for some reason, did not like the story. And it just jumped up. And then all of a sudden, I saw nothing but blackness in this eye.
What story? What story?
That's a fair question. What story?
If you
Watership Down? Space Jam
Counsel, objection. Can the witness answer counsel's question?
I agree.
If you give a mouse a cookie.
Now, do you know which of the bunnies is the one that attacked you?
Well, I can't see them now, but I have to say,
Could you see it coming?
I believe it was Angel.
How can we trust the witness of someone who's obviously half blind?
Half blind and wholly honest. No further questions of this witness.
God, I hate bunnies.
I don't.
All right. Miss Sparkle, if that is your real name.
It is.
Damn it, that never works. Miss Sparkle, you claim it was Angel Bunny.
Affirmative.
I beg your pardon?
Affirmative.
Affirmative. All right. Well then, affirmative. Oh, counsel. I've been rubbing off on opposing counsel. You were then aware of Angel Bunny's nature and violence.
I was not aware.
You were not aware of the destructive force of a bunny? Your Honor, I point to the case King Arthur versus the beast with nasty pointing teeth. It is well documented that bunnies can be very dangerous, full of decapitation. Therefore, I ask again, did you know bunnies are dangerous?
I was told that they were already fed.
Already fed.
Safe.
And you believed Angel to be satiated by one feeding?
Exactly.
One feeding. When was the last time anyone in Ponyville ever knew Angel to be fully satisfied with anything?
Well, according to that, they decided to say that he fed him his favorite lunch. I remember. It was his favorite salad.
Unicorn eyes.
Well, now that's an interesting way to describe grapes. And so you read this, you turned a blind eye, oh, again, sorry. Oh, dear. Well, so you did not pay attention to Angel, you assumed, of your own will, you assumed that there was no danger from this bunny and instead dropped your guard.
No, I kept my guard up. He was just too quick.
It was just, then your guard is really slow. I mean, really.
Objection, Your Honor. Argumentative and insulting.
Sustained.
I'm a brony. I'm supposed to be insulting. And who provided medical care for you immediately after this injury?
Well, Fluttershy had to call emergency services.
Oh, had to call. Oh, so this was such an imposition for her. Did she hesitate at all?
A little bit. She was panicking.
She was panicking. Could that be because there was a magical unicorn swinging around a big horn? Might poke out an eye with that thing.
Objection, Your Honor. Question calls for speculation.
Sustained.
All right. So as I understand it, reading a book, Angry Angel, Fluttershy helps you. And yet here you are suing the one who helped you?
It was on her property.
That you stepped onto willingly, knowingly, but disregarded the risk.
There was no waiver to sign.
There's no warning sign?
There was no waiver to
There was
sign.
no waiver.
Oh, I thought you said wafer. I was like, I must be hungry.
There were no wafers.
It's Nilla wafers.
But if you intimately know the defendant, you know the property, you know her clientele, was there an assumption of risk when you know so much about this?
She usually gives out a waiver to those if you're going to interact with all the animals.
How many waivers have you signed? Hold on, Silverbow. Yes.
I had already talked with my friends that they didn't need a waiver because they hung around Angel and the other animals so frequently that we stopped doing waivers with the main six.
Ah, so a common practice agreed upon between both parties? Did you object to say, hey, shouldn't I have a waiver just in case Angel ever rips my eye out?
Should.
Did you ever say that?
I can't recall.
How convenient. We will yield the floor to opposing counsel for cross-examination. They're ganging up on us. Wait, we need some West Side Story here.
Your fly's down. You made you look, loser.
Figured I should check.
Poke someone else's eye out. No!
Fluttershy. May I call you Fluttershy? Thank you. Kind of cool to talk to Fluttershy. Fluttershy. Would you agree that Angel Bunny is in your possession?
Yes.
How long have you owned Angel Bunny?
Probably for the last 8 to 10 years. He's getting some years on him.
Have you raised Angel Bunny from birth?
Yes.
So Angel Bunny has, everything Angel Bunny's learned mostly has been from you?
Yes.
At what point did you start training Angel Bunny for military combat?
I actually trained him against military combat, but he doesn't really like to listen very much.
Okay, we're going for the self-defense angle here. Okay. Do you have any history of Angel Bunny attacking other individuals to the extent that we see on Twilight Sparkle's beautiful face?
Not to this extent, no.
Not to this extent.
But you know about it.
So there's no history of Angel Bunny doing this until now.
Yes.
Which means Angel Bunny is becoming more violent?
Not exactly, but
Objection,
exactly.
calls for an assumption.
Overruled.
Not exactly how.
you know, he has a temper, and I've never seen it crossed that far.
Has a temper.
Where Bunny is a model rabbit citizen, dang it.
Or is he?
Yeah, well, you should know it.
Where did he pick up this temper from?
Well,
if you were the one
Your
who raised
Honor,
him,
Your Honor,
why is it
Your
that
Honor,
he picked up? Did he
Your
just
Honor,
decide to get angry at things?
Your
Was this
Honor,
something that you infiltrated
Your
into
Honor,
his skull? I mean, what's happening?
Your Honor,
What?
I have it on good authority that this man here is a fan of rabbits and wants to be bitten by one in particular. Therefore, he should be thrown out of this courtroom for being a biased furry.
Order! Look who's talking, Saber.
So this may look, by the way. Who is Judy Hopps? Tell me more about her. And here's Lola Bunny. Tell me more about her. We got a bunch of bunny lobbyists in this courtroom. Your pants on.
Your Honor, I apologize. My co-counsel has to see you get hopping mad.
So, you know what? No. Let's keep this on the record, if we may, Your Honor.
Who's writing this?
Because what is being shown here is I would otherwise be a fan of bunnies. I have a history of liking bunnies. I'm not even on trial!
Bunny or somebody! Order! Stupid!
Let's keep things down.
No, it's my turn. I want to question that
You
one
had
right
another
there.
outburst again. I'll hold you in contempt.
Before you question, I would like to.
I just want someone to hold me, Your Honor.
He did say order.
Twilight Sparkle. Pirate Twilight Sparkle.
Wow, that's insensitive. Thanks.
I have a question for you. Have you ever played video games before?
Plenty of times.
You ever heard of a game called Team Fortress?
I have not played that one.
Yeah? Do you know about it though?
I've heard of it.
Yeah?
Where's the demo
Cool. Well, I'm gonna call my surprise witness, the demo man from Team Fortress. Did he leave? Get up! No, on this side. Winning side. Yeah! Who likes TF2? Yes! That was close. Demo man! The demo man! I want to ask some questions to the demo man.
What you got for me?
I want to ask you, how is your life?
Horrible! Am I my other eye like you?
No, don't say that.
It's a good life.
What makes you special?
I'm the demo man from Team Fortress 2.
And what's one of the most unique aspects about the demo man?
He blows things up.
No! He has one eye! Yes! That makes him endearing. It makes him powerful and inspiring, right?
Exactly. What this guy said.
Yes, exactly. So your life's not limited by what happened to you. If anything, you are stronger because of it. I want to play as you when I play TF2.
I blow things up.
You blow things up. And how did you lose your eye?
Lots of things.
Lots of things. Certainly not a bunny. And certainly not a liar.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. So we win, right?
I think so.
Silverclaw, do you have any questions for
I have a question.
Oh, it's not your turn, stupid.
What's your question, you kindly stranger?
Mr. Franklin.
Sounds like it's my turn.
Okay.
Mr. Gentleman.
Oh.
Aye. Do you ever miss your eye? I do.
Stop.
I got a few times. No further questions.
Not fair, you play TF2. Okay.
Closing
Well, I think we might have lost this one. Yes. Closing statement.
We'll begin with the closing statement.
Do something.
All right.
Win this.
Your Honor, with your permission, I would like to approach the prosecution and perform a last inspection.
Your Honor, can I walk with him?
Excuse me? Don't touch my client.
I won't touch your client. I'm just going to touch the eye patch.
That's counts.
We've been told
That is part and parcel of our client.
You're shipping
Trust
them?
me, you don't want to see what's under there.
No, we want the eye patch, not the pants.
Yes, well, there are many comments I could make, but this is a family court.
Think of the children.
No, I'm thinking of the
Sit back
eyes.
down.
No, the eyes have it.
The eyes have it, yes.
The eyes have
The
it.
eyes
So
have
I think there's an
The eyes
eye.
have had it.
I think you're hiding something, probably because of the eye patch.
That is what it's designed to do.
Show us what's underneath it.
Those in support of Twilight Sparkle say aye!
And those who like Fluttershy say aye! Aye! See, we won.
It seems like there's a blind spot in your argument here.
Oh, yes, thank you. I don't know, I think we've only seen half the issue.
All right, Judge, do your thing. Hey. What was that?
I don't know, but I'm seeing red.
All right, Judge, who's wins here?
All right.
Mistrial?
We're not asking you to choose who the best pony is. We're just trying to just say that there's a missing eye.
Yeah, who's better, Pirate, Twilight?
Let's go back maybe to the jury and see where things are at.
That's what I was thinking. All in favor of future Twilight? Yeah! And all in favor of Fluttershy? Yeah! Inclined to agree with that response too. An eye for an eye, I say. Verdict, the plaintiff wins.
You brought me up here, it was your idea. Demo Man!
If you will look at Twilight Sparkle has something to share.
As Princess of Friendship, Your Honor, I would like to drop this case.
No! Stop it!
You heard that, Your Honor, we dropped the case.
Oh, no forgiveness here.
I forgive you.
We will not forgive her. We do that in every episode.
Friendship is magic.
What a waste of tax ponies' dollars. Get off my stage!
I gotta say though,
In Twilight, I wanted to apologize for Angel's temper.
Gross! Get off my stage!
Fluttershy! Pirate Twilight!
Also, can I just point out, I love whoever's doing audio video because I'm looking at the monitors here, and when it came time for the applause, I saw something across just saying "Vote Team Bunny." There it is.
Well, I was going to say let's give a shout out to AV, but let's do it anyway, AV!
We have to strike the set.
Folks, thanks for showing up to the panel. Have a great Everfree.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming to Cartoon Court. Thank you to Saber Spark, Silver Quill, our wonderful judge, Mateka Ball, DB Pony, Sarah as the bailiff, Jax as the bailiff,